Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to address a topic today of what car should you buy? So I've been getting a lot of comments lately, and it's kind of weird. Not weird, I guess you could say, but there's a guy, Entrepreneurs in Cars. He did a video like this, and his channel's got like, I think, 3,600 subscribers, you know, so still a fairly small channel. Mine's 3 times smaller than his, and he made a video about, you know, about people, you know, asking him for recommendations on what car he should buy. And he was just telling everybody, you know, da-da-da-da-da, you know, he's giving a good analogy between, you know, girls with tits and ass. It's a really good video. If you haven't checked it out, you know, check it out. And I guess, you know, the bigger your channel gets, the more people start really kind of leaning on you for advice on, how, you know, what car to buy and stuff like that. And now I have been put into that predicament exactly like he is right now. My channel is getting a little bit bigger. A little bit, you know, it's no 10 million subscribers, you know, but a lot of you have asked me recommendations on what car you should buy. And, you know, I'm not going to give any analogies or anything. I'll just give you the short answer. I cannot recommend you know, what car you should buy. That is a decision that you need to sit down and make with yourself. And I'm honored that you guys would even ask me. But it's just, you know, there's so many different cars out there, so many different brands, so many different models of the same brand. Everybody's situation's a little bit different, you know, than say mine. You know, my situation is I have no kids, so I drive a 2-door hardtop. You know, I don't really care for convertibles. I've owned 2 of them in my lifetime, not BMWs, but other convertibles. I just, you know, it just seems to be more maintenance, a little bit heavier, slower, just not really my thing. You know, if you got kids, obviously maybe a 4-door might be the way for you to go. There's a lot of different factors that are involved in choosing a car. Do you want one with a warranty, one without a warranty? What kind of color do you want? Should I settle for this one? You know, who knows? You know, 5 Series, 6 Series, 3 Series, you know, the new 2 Series. You know, I'm a small guy, so I like a smaller car. And this car right here, the E92 M3, it's really stretching it on how big I like the car. It feels big to me. My E36 M3 feels much smaller. That feels like a little go-kart to me, and that's what I like. I like a little small car. So, you know, with the new M3s, I just saw the new M4 yesterday, another one. I was like, wow, that's a really long car. It's about the size of a 5 Series, it seems like. And it's just getting a little too big for me, where the M2 just seems like a more viable option for me. And, you know, if you notice my channel is really directed, you know, I'm not a professional by any means, you know. I'm just letting you guys know about my personal experiences and stuff like that, and, you know, and try to help out new BMW guys that are looking at getting into a car, some of the things that I might have experienced and learned from my years of owning them and stuff like that. And I appreciate all the feedback that you guys give me, and, you know, I really hope that you guys are, you know, are getting, you know, at least some quality out of out of the videos. And you know, so like I said, when it comes to, if you ask me, Mike, I need a recommendation on a car to buy, I can't give you one. Really I can't. It's just impossible. There's just too many variants out there for me to give you an honest opinion, because I'm an M guy, and I'm going to swing towards the M's. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, if you ask me about, should I buy a 335 or should I buy an M, in my head, I'm going M all day long. But that might not be the best choice for you. When it came down to my coworker, when he was making a decision, he was looking at my M, and, you know, he had his other coworkers that were 23 years old convincing him that he didn't need an M. So he bought a 335. He likes a 335. You know, he kind of wishes he would have bought the M. But the M's were just a little, you know, little bit more pricier than what he was wanting to spend. He spent 36 grand on 335. I spent 36 grand on an M3. He got a warranty with his, and a couple of years later now that warranty's expired, and his car's been in his shop more times than all my cars total that I've had. I've had 6 of them now, and his car's been in his shop more than all my cars. I mean, but I don't really take mine to the shop to do any work like that anyway, so, but under warranty, sure. And hopefully he's gotten everything fixed. So was a 335 really a good idea? Maybe not for him, you know, but you know, he enjoys the car, he likes it, but he just always talks about my car, you know, when we park beside each other. So that's a really good case of, you know, somebody who's young, you know, first BMW, doesn't know what to buy. He's got a bunch of other non-BMW owners telling him what he should buy, and he bought it, and ultimately he's, but, you know, maybe not as happy as he would have been, because he could have afforded an M3 if he wanted to. You know, because he paid that one car off in the first year he had. He lives at home with his parents, so he was able to put all his money towards his car. So, you know, I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way or nothing. Like I said, I really do appreciate it. Throw any questions at me. Just know I'm not a professional. I'm just a normal, average guy who drives a daily driver M3. And, you know, have a little bit of fun with it here and there, but I'm no way a professional. If you want professional, hey, I want to rip this engine apart, I want 600 horsepower, 700 horsepower into it, Bimmer Forms or M3 Post would probably be the area where to go. But if you want some really good advice from, you know, a guy who, I didn't know anything about BMWs either, I just kind of just jumped into it. And, you know, I think 15 years later, maybe 16 years later, however long I've owned these things, you know, I've gotten, I think, a decent amount of experience in buying them, owning them, how much they're going to cost to maintain, problems that occur with them, stuff like that. So that's the part where I can typically help out. But as for telling you what car you should buy, I can't do it. There's no way. And I never felt like I would be in this predicament, especially after watching EIC's video, that I would have to make a video stating the same thing. But yeah, I mean, I'll give you any advice that you need, but I can't make any recommendations. Just too much out there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to bring this thing to the car wash right now, get this interior cleaned up. So stay tuned for the 100,000 mile plus interior video. So I think you'll be very impressed with how the car is held up. And but I need to get it cleaned up first. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.